FM. It's that time already. The Exeter Autumn Festival starts this coming Saturday. It's a celebration, as it is every year, of music, theatre, comedy, art, dance, all kinds of performance. And it's the festival that showcases local talent too. And it also has some national and international events. You'll be hearing much more about that over the coming weeks here on Exeter FM. Now, one event taking place on Sunday, because Saturday, 31st of October, is of course Halloween. There's a supernatural and surprising show for Halloween. It takes place at the Barnfield Theatre. It's called Goblins, Ghouls, Fairies and Fools, and Shane Wolfland is from the production company that's producing it, which is Widsmith and go on, you tell me.
Widsmith and Deal Storytelling Theatre.
Tell me briefly about your theatre company.
Well, it's called Widsmith and Deal after the poets in the 10th century Exeter book. There's only 2 poems with attributions that actually have like poets that had names, and those are those 2.
Did you say there's an Exeter link with these people?
Yeah, the 10th century Exeter book, the oldest poems in what we would now understand as English, as things.
Really? Where is this book then?
Well, you can actually go and see it in Exeter Cathedral Library. It is actually open to the public. It's an incredible and beautiful artefact. It really is sensational.
Presumably written in French or Latin or something like that?
No, written in Anglo-Saxon.
Right. So you've got to be a pretty good reader to read that. And you've read it and you've produced a play out of it?
Well, not exactly. Oh, there are lots of wonderful good translations of the beautiful poetry in the Exeter book, and so I came across my favourite one, which was by Michael Alexander, and there are 2 poems by these 2, well, there are lots of poems, but 2 of them are by people who had or were attributed names, Widsith and Deal. Widsith means far journey, Deal means the bold, and so we're, named after ancient poets.
Fantastic. Now, Goblins and Ghouls, Fairies and Fools, nothing to do with 10th century or 11th century poetry.
No, that was our last show. That's just our name. Yeah. So it's a spooky show for Halloween and All Hallows and All Saints Day and stuff like that, and it ranges from the beautiful to the spine-chilling to the downright hilarious. There's lots of moments of high comedy in it. So
All Hallows and All Saints, of course, is on Sunday itself, 1st of November.
Yes, that's the one.
Halloween being the 31st. This is confusing, isn't it? We're spooky on Saturday,
yes,
but religious on Sunday.
Yes, so this sort of marks that transition, I guess.
And what's the show about? If that's the theme, what's the show about?
Well, it's a mixture of classic folk tales from around the world, from Haiti and Iceland, and we've got one Devon story as well. And we've even got Charles Dickens in there, Charles Dickens' ghost story, which is quite good.
Remind me of the Charles Dickens ghost story. Is this the one? No, that was Thomas Hardy with the withered hand, wasn't it? What did Charles Dickens do?
Well, he did lots of things, but actually this is quite an unusual one, because in the beginning of Nicholas Nickleby, where there's just a couple of characters in a coach talking to Nicholas Nickleby, the hero, and one of them relates a story called the Baron von Groswig. And it's just such a brilliant, funny story. And
you've taken that story out of Nicholas Nickleby and brought it to the stage.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
So lots of ghost stories.
Yeah.
You're going to frighten the pants off the kids, aren't you?
It's quite scary. And it's more the adult humour as well. It's sort of slightly more adult humour, so it is more suitable for over 11s, yes.
So over 11s, is it a show? Let's get this right. Is it a children's show or is it an adult show? Because, quite frankly, adults don't want to do Halloween stuff, does it? It's things for the kids.
It's an all-ages show, so I think everybody will enjoy it.
Tell me how it's performed. Is it just one person relating the stories? Is it a cast of characters?
It's 2 of us. Well, there are 2 of us in the company. I'm Widsith, and my co-performer is Deal. And sort of we're doing some of them together and some of them by ourselves, but all with like lots of, sort of pure theatre, as it were. So we do different voices. We've got props. We've got a drum. There's lighting. There's a little green goblin 1 metre high. There's sort of all that sort of thing. So there's it's full on.
Are you professional players?
Yes, we are, yeah.
So it seems a lot of effort to go to for just one night.
Well, these are stories that, sort of we've done before, and so it's just a couple of the stories that we haven't actually, sort of run past people yet, sort of before.
Yeah,
shows.
And where do you take the shows when you're not at the Barnfield then?
Well, we do a lot of festivals and outdoor work in the summer. So we did the Sunrise Off-Grid this year, and we're actually performing tomorrow in Dorset at Halloween Play Day. So we'll be doing environmental Halloween crafts and storytelling there. And so all over the place.
There's a book to go with it?
Yes, we'll be selling our second edition now, because the first edition sold out happily. Porlock the Warlock and the Indigo Swan, which is based in Exeter and ancient Mesopotamia, and it's a historical time travel adventure, again, for all ages.
So there's lots of local links here, Shane. People who are interested, not just in theatre, but who are interested in local stories could be interested in this show.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's the 1st of November, it's Sunday night.
Yeah.
We're getting into, autumn is here, the nights are drawing in, we've put the clocks back. Why should anybody come out on a cold November evening to watch a show?
Well, first of all, I have to say it's going to be a lovely warm evening, nice and clement. I doubt it's going to rain. And it's just a cracking show. It really is. It's these stories are just wonderful. They're original. They're totally unhackneyed. So they're not just your sort of average ghost story. They're ones you probably won't have heard before, and done in a unique style.
So new ghost stories in a unique style for people over 11 and adults as well. Goblins and Ghouls, Fairies and Fools is at the Barnfield Theatre on Sunday evening. Tickets are £6.50 for adults, £4.50 for concessions. And where can you get them?
You can get them from the Barnfield box office.
And you can call the box office on Exeter 270891. Shane, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.